So we got a Kryptonite Evolution Mark IV here. This is their latest disc detainer block, I believe. It's made for bicycles, motorcycles, that sort of thing. So it's got a nice little light here. You can find your way in the dark. We're going to use a rear tension pick, although you can front tension this as well. And see if I can figure out. Can you see that? I guess you can see. Yeah. All right. And there we go. We're open. So, go ahead and get this guy gutted. We can reset the lock. Get our pick out. The only thing I did before the video is I took off this little front plate here, you can see. So this has two screws right here just to keep this plastic bit in place, so I took those off, but I still picked with that in place. And in the core there is a O-ring, or sorry, a circlip, which you can see right over there. So that guy, I took that off because it was really hard to get off, but we will see on the bench how this guy looks inside. So obviously to get it off we have to take out the shackle. Once you do that, set the key aside. This protective cover here comes off. It's like a little rubber bit. Oh. There you go. And surprisingly, the core is just plastic. This is all steel around here on the outside. And then, of course, the shackle would block you from getting access to that plastic, but I thought that bit was interesting. So the whole core now will slide right out. These are the locking pawls. So this guy's just plastic. You can see how this works. Basically, these spring-loaded guys can't move. So these end up working a bit like a ball bearing. You can't shim them. They're being blocked from moving inward by the back of the plug here. So if we do insert our correct key, I can do this. Wait, oh yeah, there we go. So if you insert the correct key and you have it, oh no, I'm actually pulling the key out, or the core out. So in any case, that little bit there would turn. We're just going to drop the core out here. Put these guys away for right now. And there's a little C-clip just at the back of this, and it was really hard to get out, but after several minutes I got it out. You can see the front of it is relatively sealed. It has a profile plate that's free spinning in the front, but you can tension on the disc just behind that. So if we pull this guy out, we get, there's our sidebar. Oh. Sidebar is right there. It's a sidebar. These are all of the discs, and you can see there are actually, must be one disc. Yeah, we still have one disc at the very top there besides besides the profile disc. See if we can get them out. Here, I'll put this guy down. Oh. Stuck in there with some grease, I think. We'll just knock out. Okay, there we go. So we have the profile disc at the very front. This is the very next disc right after that. And there's a sidebar. These are a couple spacers. And then we get into the rest of the code discs. So you can see if you count this one, we're not counting the profile disc, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to pick. The 8th one we were tensioning on, and it's always a 0 cut, which means you would pull it all the way that way, and the sidebar slot over here is in fact cut out for that. You can see just like this disc here, the first disc, there are no false notches. The false notches, if they were there, would be along here somewhere, and if there were any, they would impede picking. We don't have any of those. Okay, so that's disc 1, spacer, disc 2, spacer, disc 3. Just keep these in order so that I can get it back in. I have to. So 1, 2, 3. I'll put all the spacers together. 4, 5, 6, 7, spacer, and 8. And here's the core. See, just not much there. At the bottom, no anti-wear system like Ablays sometimes have. No anti-pick features. No anti-tension features, so relatively you can see that's why this is a pretty straightforward pick. Sidebar is just round. The core, sorry, that was the core there. This is the housing. The housing has its sidebar on this side over here, you can see. Not much else. Looking at it, it does look like it's cast metal, not like it's high quality, or you can see the casting marks. I would pretty sure that it's not hardened steel or anything. So you'd be able to just drill right in. Grab-roll trick of getting out the sidebar if you wanted to really do that. Pick it. yeah, this guy here was kind of surprising to me to be all plastic. You can see I lost my little things here. Yeah, I was thinking that this guy would probably be, I don't know, I guess it doesn't really matter. Like I say, the outside housing is all steel, the shackle is steel. I would like to say presumably hardened, but I don't know. What do I think in general, the lock? I thought it was a pretty easy pick compared to other disc detainers. The latest ABUS Plus core is a lot harder. Any alloy is harder. So there you have it.